VK2FBO.
Evening, Bill. Trust you well. Any further check-ins? VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable. No, nobody for the moment. Trust you're well. I heard you before, Lewis. Now you're on your way to work. Heard you talking to ENG3ZHI and his friend, I think, 2E0. I can't remember his whole call sign. VK2 JDW Mobile, VK2 VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable. Okay, Lewis, VK2 JDW Mobile, VK2 HZ Portable, not a problem. Back to reality, eh? Back to work after what, 3 weeks off, something like that. So yes, that's good. Hope you enjoy your evening. February, that's a long time to be waiting for something. Was that your antenna part? Was that for your mobile antenna or something? Can't quite remember. I think you told me about it before. And yes, the ID contest over the weekend, that was fun. I think I'm only just come round from that, from the lack of sleep. Although I did miss about a total of 5 hours. 3 hours of those I slept through my alarm on Sunday morning. Went to bed at 7 in the morning. I was supposed to get up at 8, and I slept through my alarm. That was really annoying. So I missed 3 hours then of operating. So very annoying. But anyway, I had a great time, and there were lots of club members who were on, and our little club team, which was Phil, VK2VR, myself and Bob, VK2 AOR. We formed a team for the club, so everyone did good. Some good scores, so we'll wait for the results in about a month's time, I think. Okay, round to you, Bill. What have you been up to? You bought a house up in the mountains yet? VK2 FBI, VK2 HZ Portable.
VK2 HZ, VK2 JDW, I think is the only other one there. This is VK2 FBI. No, I haven't bought any houses, haven't been up there. It's been too cold recently. And the other reason I haven't been up there buying a house is I don't have any money. I've got to sell this place first. I don't really have enough money at the moment to put a deposit on a house, but in Ustream and your call sign and it came up. Then I realised I was looking at a recording of a previous net, and then I realised there was another stream up there live. Yes, that's you waving, and I could. There's about a 5-second or so delay, but very definitely I'm on the right stream now. I couldn't take down the URL you gave out, so I just put Ustream and your call sign into Google, and that came up the right place. Yeah, one question you could answer for me, if you would, Hill, is when your net is on, could you explain to me what the situation is with IRLP and hello, nice dish there. It's not working. I can't receive a thing. What's the situation with the IRLP and the Echolink node while your net is in session there? VK28Z portable, VK2 FBI.
VK2HZ portable. Yeah, okay, yeah, Bill. There's an IRLP node connection to the 9501 node, so anyone can join that and they'll automatically be part of the net, or Echolink usually, but that's not functioning. We usually use VK2US on Echolink, but where you can, that's handy because you can obviously use your computer or your phone with an app to connect to the net from anywhere. We've had members that have obviously connected from, you know, when they're on holiday overseas, so that's been very handy. But unfortunately, it's been down for a couple of months now, which is a bit of a pain in the neck, but can't do anything about it, so I won't complain too much. It's been extremely handy. Okay, let's see if there's any further check-ins to the Blue Mountains Amateur Radio Club 2 meter nets. And I know, Lewis, you were talking to who was it? Laurie, VK2FLRW, I think it was. If he's still around. Anyway, VK2 Hotel Zulu portable, listening for any further check-ins to the Blue Mountains Amateur Radio Club 2 meter net. Looks like it's going to be a short one this evening. You almost at work, Lewis? VK2 JDW mobile, VK2 Hotel Zulu portable.
Yeah, VK2 Hotel Zulu portable, VK2 Juliet Delta Whiskey, and g'day there, Bill. Yeah, I'm just coming up to the Northern Road there, and yeah, within 10 minutes I'll be at work. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't win the lotto last night. I was not happy. I would have been on extended holidays today, but I wasn't lucky enough, and I'm back to work. But yeah, I watched the Ustream the last couple of weeks. It works quite well, and it's good because you can always go back and have a look and see how you sound or go or things like that. But the other question was where's Bob operate from, down here or up on the coast there, Hill? VK2 Hotel Zulu, VK2 Juliet Delta Whiskey.
Yeah, he was at home, Lewis, up on the Central Coast. He did some operation on 40. I think most of his contacts were on 40. Couple on 80 meters, I think. And I think he got up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something, and on Sunday morning, and did some couple of bits short time of operating, because during the night between 1 and 6 in the Sunday morning you get triple points, so very advantageous to be up at that time and glean lots of points from everyone. There's still quite a few people around during the whole 24 hours of the contest, and you can rework people every 3 hours. Some of the contests have got 3-hour blocks, but the ID contest is once you work a station, then 3 hours later you can work them again, and or depending on what section they're in, on CW or phone rather, and CW stroke digital as well. So you know, I entered mixed, which was phone and CW. So I worked about 318 contacts, which wasn't as many as I really wanted to, but that was good for the 19 hours that I was on, considering my antennas are nothing special, just wire antennas. But it is a lot of fun, and Phil did an excellent job. VR, really good job. Round to you, Bill. VK2 FBI, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable, and Lewis, have a nice evening at work.
VK28Z Portable, VK2 2TL, VK2 JDW. Yeah, good evening, Lewis. Excuse me. And yeah, thank you for that information, Hill, about Echolink. Yeah, that's a pity. So in the absence of VK2US or whatever it was, you can't connect in via Echolink, via a PC. It's just I'm going to be away after next Wednesday. I'll be away for a few weeks overseas. I thought I could use my smartphone to connect in via Echolink, but that sounds like that might be problematic. I won't be able to get in via IRLP, because although I could take a radio with me, I don't have reciprocal licensing, and apparently it's extremely difficult to do. And I've got enough paperwork and things to contend with at the moment, and I've been through that whole reciprocal licensing thing many times in the past, and honestly, by the time you deal with the various officers and get to the applications and you fill them in and send them back and organise money orders to pay the thing, you get across there, call CQ for 2 weeks and nobody answers you. So it's pretty well been dead in the past, even in the United States. In places as big as New York, you're hard pushed to get a contact. England's much easier, no problem in England, but I tend just to take Echolink now. It's a lot less complicated because I've got the mobile phone with me, the application's in there. The only problem I have had is it's extremely difficult to make it work through cell phone carriers. If you can get on a Wi-Fi hotspot, no problem, but for some reason working through the carriers, I've had great problems, and I've spoken to many other people who've had the same experience. Hello, you've got a gorilla there, have you? No, he's not going to help. Has he got a ham license at all? VK2 HZ Portable with a second operator by the looks. VK2 FBI in the group.
I had to put the monkey down. Yes, he is licensed. Don't know what his call sign is. I haven't worked that one out yet. Good evening, Rod. Trust you well. And you did good on the. I see you put an entry into the RD contest as well. So that's excellent. It's great to see so many locals on the air over the weekend. That was excellent. And yeah, okay, but on the yeah, unfortunately the Echolink is not working. Unfortunately, you can get back in outside of the net anytime because the repeater has got IRLP and Echolink links, so you can get in then, but probably not during the net time, unfortunately, because I think it blocks everything else. So, but Rod will put me right on that one, I think. VK2 TTL, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable.
Well, I've got to put you right on.
If the Echolink node is down during the net time, during this net, then Bill won't be able to join via Echolink, I assume.
Yeah, probably. It's a separate system going through, linked to the radio, whereas it has nothing to do with Echo. Anyway, good evening everyone. I hope everyone's well. And I'm not here for myself, let's see. Distract myself. Very good. I haven't actually tuned into your stream. I forget what it's called each time. So it seems to work. 28 seconds of delay at the moment. I'm sort of a measure. So it seems to be going. And good evening to your friend that's keeping you company. Should leave him in the chair, I guess. And everyone else, yes, as I said, I wasn't planning to take part in the OD contest. I haven't taken part in it previously. That's the first timer as such. And the best time would be to, as Neymar said or something, you do your CW and between 1 and 6 in the morning. And you get your lots of points. You don't have to score too many. Otherwise, even just voice mode, you get or something. You get about 4 or 5 o'clock or something, or stay up to 2 or something. Get a few contacts, but it depends. Sometimes you just don't get anybody about. Oh, you're taking it off yourself. Okay. So there, yeah, I won't be able to get to your mesh network. I'm out of range. I haven't really tried, but I got a hill in the way called Prospect Hill, and after that hill, I think there's a ridge around with Mount Druitt and all that live on. I suppose I can pump lots of power at it. Anyway, what else? That might be it for a while. Pulling things more apart. Going on a course tomorrow. I'm picking out an Arrows Hill Club tomorrow, so yeah, of course, today I had to do the online bit this afternoon, which took slightly longer, so yeah, got that done. And finish off tomorrow, and back to work on Friday. So that's it. So they, I've got to finish putting the range hood in. It's not quite an exact fit. As be the case between older models and newer models with the same manufacturer. The physical sizes all fit, but the hole in the vent holes in a different position, and the screw holes are a little bit different. Anyway, back to you. Net controller VK2 HC portable VK2 TTL.
Yeah, okay, Rod. VK2 TTL, VK2 HZ portable. I should really wait 28 seconds, shouldn't I? Yeah, I tried a couple of streaming providers, but they all say up to a minute delay when you're streaming, so not a lot I can do about that. I'm waiting for the BTAC, the British BATC, British Amateur Television Club, to upgrade their online streaming system, which uses the flash streaming. That's more real time, only a few seconds out. But what they have there at the moment is not particularly good quality, but apparently they're upgrading their system to have very good quality, so that should be online soon. I'm a member of BATC, so it's all good. Oh, there's a for anyone interested, there's the TV QSO party, which is on this Friday and Saturday, which you can view online, batc.tv. Stations from it's being controlled by from VK3, but they'll have stations from the US that evening, and from the UK I think the next day on Saturday. So let's see if there's any further check-ins to the Blue Mountains Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net. VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable, listen. Nobody around. Over to you. Well, Lewis is probably gone. He's probably gone to work. We'll just take a break. VK2 JDW Mobile, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable. Yeah, he's working hard. Round to you, Bill.
VK2AC Portable, VK2 FBI in the group. Yes, I tried connecting via Echolink before and it did, but only for a couple of seconds, and it kicked me off with a message saying that something about it's connected to IRLP 9501 and that. But look, I can always try calling in other than scared times. But as I say, it's a little bit difficult where I'm going. My son's there at the moment. I'm going to visit him, and he tells me that China's got a strange policy on internet and Google and this sort of thing, and he has to use a stealth VPN. So if you just go and get an ordinary VPN, the system there detects it and kicks you off. So they have to have a stealth VPN. So you run through a VPN, which doesn't look like a VPN, and he gets away with it. But he said that for most of the people across there, they're not aware of these options, and makes life a bit more difficult. So what the consequences of using a stealth VPN on an Echolink connection, I am not sure. It may not work at all, but I guess I'll find out when I'm there. We'll be looking at some ham gear across there, but I've done a bit of Google searching in the last few days about what's cheap to buy in China, and the answer is virtually nothing. If you want low-end, low-grade sort of stuff, yes, you'll get it there at a very cheap price. But if you want anything of quality, such as clothes and that, it's probably the same price you'll get it at the duty-free at home or via eBay. And I think some electronics, he said, are cheap because so much of it is made in Chinese factories, and obviously you have to be some saving there. I'm just not in the market for any more smartphones or stuff like that, but there are a few ham radio stores around town, so I'll probably go and visit them and see what they have. But I have been told basically that the whole idea of buying the stuff duty free anywhere in the world now is a bit of a scam, because half the countries, including Australia, don't have import duty anyway, except on some things like cigarettes and alcohol, and generally getting anything duty free these days isn't an enormous saving, and you've only got to go and visit duty free stores in around here or Auckland to realise that fairly quickly. Look, the time has caught up with me. VK28Z Portable, VK2FB.
You cut off in your prime, Bill. Sounds like the pips on the BBC coming up to the hour. We're not quite there at the hour yet. I'm just playing around with I've got a little program called ManyCam, which allows you to switch between cameras and desktop views and all sorts of stuff. So I could probably take a Skype feed, so if anyone wants to be a guest, you could probably join me via video. Okay, on the buying stuff, that would be good. Yeah, these days it's not always cheaper anywhere else, is it? I'm not sure how you go when you buy something like that and try to come back through customs. I suppose you could throw all the boxes away and say, well, I took it out with me. Yeah, not sure on that one. I suppose I'm not supposed to say things like that because it'll give people ideas, although I'm sure everyone's thought of that one before. But anyway, I hope you have a good time, and yeah, you should be able to get back into via Echolink to the repeater. So yeah, anytime, call in before the net. And I'm usually around. I'm usually pretty quiet though, but I am listening. So, but any time during the day as well, obviously. So that should work and shouldn't be a problem. Round to Rod, VK2 TTL, VK2 HZ Portable.
Yeah, I had to work out how to get out of Zoom mode. I zoomed in and the little screen disappeared as though I'm out of Zoom and looked at me, so I just started another instance and closed the window. It's easier. That's all I'm happy. Yeah, because I'm running Firefox and it keeps saying it doesn't like Flash and it's got too many vulnerabilities, blah 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 blah. So, took a little while to allow and then click through 10,000 things. By the time that happened, the Zoom, I used the Zoom and it's got stuck on it, wouldn't let me go back again. Anyway, very good, seems to all work. I'm going to have dinner shortly, so I might wander off, do that. So, thanks Phil for that. It all sounds very good. Not sure how. I had a quick look at the Ustream site. Suppose you've got to use the web producer or the web thing or the producer or something to get your things up there and register and log in and all that sort of usual stuff to do all that. But anyway, not to worry. Then we all could stream our contesting and everything. Wouldn't that be scary? We'll have to make sure we do our hair before we do that, and not no one be in their jammers all day, as I know some people here do, particularly uni students. But anyway, thanks for running the net, and I'll catch you next time. VK2 HZ Portable, VK2 TTL. Everyone.
VK2 TTL, VK2 HZ Portable. Yeah, okay, Rod. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that over the weekend because I saw a fantastic setup. I think it was a VP2. He had a live stream camera behind him while he was working the contest, and he had, well, one part of the screen was him, the other part of the screen was his logbook, or a real-time view of his logbook. And of course it was delayed, so you could work him and then wait 15 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever, and then hear yourself and see yourself go in the log. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. You had a massive pile up, and I think the massive pile up was just due to the fact that you had this real-time system going on, and everyone thought it was really cool and wanted to see I wanted to hear themselves on come back through the live streaming and see themselves go into his logbook. So yeah, there's loads of possibilities, I suppose. Okay, thanks for joining, and have a nice meal, and we'll see you again sometime. So I'm recording these, and they're on there. I don't know how useful they are, but maybe a bit more interest to as a visual thing. Who knows? There's a few views during the week, so maybe a few people catch up when they can't attend the nets. So we'll see how it goes. Any further check into the Blue Mountain Zomator Radio Club 2-minute net? VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable listening. No, nobody else. So I think you're the last, Bill. We might close the net. I don't know if there's anyone else around that would like to go up to 70 SEMS maybe. Hey, let's go and do some slow scan TV on 70 SEMS. That would be a good place to do it. VK2 FBI, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable.
VK2 HC Portable, VK2 FBI. Yes, well, if you're going to do slow scan television, I'm afraid I won't be listening to you. I've got some problems with people who run digital modes on voice repeaters. It's, in fact, I had a chat with one of them only a few weeks ago who couldn't understand why I would be against it. And I said, well, first of all, the repeater you're referring to is not even in the Sydney area, and you're in the Sydney area. And I said, the reason that people put repeaters up on the air is so that the members of the club can all have a common channel with good coverage that they can talk into, thus establishing a local community. I said, but it also serves as a portal via IRLP or Echolink to the rest of the world so that they can speak to people outside of the country and all that. And I said, basically everyone has either got a receiver locked onto it or they've got it in their scan group so that if anything happens, they'll sort of be across it. I said, the problem is when you start running digital modes, everyone either takes you out of their scan group or they turn their volume down. And I said, if you turn the volume down and take them out of the scan group, you're no longer there now, the community channel. And I said, some of these digital modes are not particularly nice on the air. In fact, they can be quite abrasive, but he couldn't understand why it wasn't fair for him to go and operate a repeater 100 kilometres away in digital modes, and why they should upset anyone up there. Once upon a time in Sydney, I don't know whether it's still there, but many years ago in Sydney, there were some guys who used to have a RTTY repeater, which was fine. It didn't have terribly good coverage. I think it was located up around Darlinghurst, around that area, from memory, and that was fine because although it didn't have fantastic coverage, it probably gave them improved coverage, and they used to run the thing in RTTY mode, which is fine. There's no problem there at all because I could ignore it. I don't have to have it in my scan group. Which raises another issue there, Hill. Remember when I first spoke to you months ago on this group, I said I had a problem. How do you remove an existing channel out of your IC7100 and get it out of the scan group? Because with the programming software, there's a box you can tick there that says, you know, include in scan group or something, but whether you tick that box or clear it, it stops on that channel anyway. And so I've been through the manual with a fine-tooth comb, and somewhere in there it should say how to remove a channel from scan. 1 second, I'll reset. I find it? No. So what I've been doing is I've got my programmer plugged into the thing all the time, so if I'm really having a problem with a particular channel which is doing, or people are doing nasty things or irritating things, I simply pick up the entry, cut and paste it and put it in a different scan, put it in a different group, so it, because you're only scanning sort of A, B, C, D or F at any given time, so you can just move the channel around. And apart from the inconvenience of having to reboot the machine to make it effective, that sort of solves the problem. But if you remove from your memory all of those channels to be used for digital modes at the same time, you probably might not have too many permanent channels in your mix. But okay, yes, I can see the dial of your 7100 there. Yes, you're in A. This is a bit like watching a mime show. It's a bit like watching... I think this is probably best done by voice, because it's a bit like watching Marcel Marceau. VK28Z Portable, VK2 FBI.
VK2 Portable. And it's delayed as well. So what I do is I've got I use the select scan. I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about. So you see next to the A02 there's a star, so that's a selected channel. So I scan through selected channels only. So there's a select map. You can see that down on the left hand side. Select memo. So that's the selected channels, or the starred channels, and I scan through those, and if I want to lock something out, then I just unselect it with that SEL button in the center there down at the bottom, and that'll select and unselect it, so it'll just take it out of the selected scan. VK2HZ Portable.
Ah, Hill, your blood's worth bottling. It's that easy. Fantastic. Yep, no, I've got exactly the same screen up here, and as soon as I get off your net tonight, I'll go and have a play with that. So what is the entry then, when you're in the software and you're setting up the individual channels, there's a box that you can tick there for select scan. I guess that enables that select button to add or remove the asterisk from the channel number. Is that affirmative, over?
Yeah, it takes that star, so the star next to the memory number. So that's a selected memory, they call it, I think. And then you can just do a selected memory scan. Because it's not real time, I can't really show you in real time. Probably wouldn't make that much sense. Although I could do it online and then you could watch it back later. And that would be in real time, pseudo. Yeah, so yeah, get the channels that you want to scan. I'm not sure if this is the way to do it, but this is the way I do it. So I select all the channels that I want to scan. Because some of them are in this particular memory bank that I've got. There's like 6 meters and 2 meters and 77s. And obviously when it scans to 6 meters, it clicks over the relays, and you probably don't want to do that. So I just discount those, so I don't give them a star. I don't select them. And then you can do something called select memo. A couple of button presses to do that. With manual, I think, is probably the best. Look for select scan. VK2 FBI, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable.
VK2HZ Portable, VK2 FBI. Read the manual, that's a bit radical, isn't it? I mean, read the manual. I mean, you should be able to figure these things out by pressing buttons. I mean, if I want to go read a voluminous document, I'll go and get a copy of Gone with the Wind or her first book. Even though I'm on delay, come up and chat on for hours and hours about some subject you're not particularly enthralled about. It's nice to just be able to press a button, take them out of the scan group, and hopefully remember to put it back in at some later date. But scan's a very useful function, and means you can sort of, instead of sitting there on one channel, you can sort of get a wide view of what's happening across the entire band at any given time, and sometimes you find a group of people with common interest to yourself and expand your horizons a bit. But no, I'm very happy with the IC 7100. It does, and it generally is pretty intuitive. I never read the manual. I just sort of play around with the buttons, and eventually you think, oh, what does that do? Oh, that switches that on and switches it off. Those are fantastic. You don't really have to remember much of it. It's a fairly intuitive beast, and I'm quite happy with it. So when I go to China, I don't actually have a great shopping list. I do have a bit of money at the moment, and I will have a bit of time across there. There's bound to be a few ham radio stores around Shanghai, so I'll go around and have a look, but I have to just acquaint myself with local prices or prices by the US to make sure that I'm actually getting a deal. There's no point in just buying something, especially as you're going to be have a very limited warranty. If you buy it in Shanghai and bring it back here, you might as well say you have none. And there are advantages in the buying off the local guys, even if they are a bit more expensive. But we'll have a look around. I don't really need a lot of ham gear. I've got a 2-meter commercial radio here and a 70-centimeter modified commercial radio, which work extremely well, and that does virtually everything the ICOM will do. I've got the ICOM for an HF rig. I've got an ICOM CB radio, which I've never used, but I bought that and put it in my motorhome, so when I'm driving around Australia I can talk to the truck drivers and the cowcockies and that. But I'm not even sure if that works. But I've had it on my test equipment. 1 second, I'll reset. Yeah, it does sound like the time pips for the BBC, doesn't it? I don't know. I've also got a handheld BX7R. So given that I'm going to be living up the Blue Mountains or driving around Australia in the recreational vehicle, I probably don't need a lot of gear beyond that. I've got an automatic aerial tuner and a stack of aerials you couldn't jump over. So I don't really have a lot of outstanding things on my shopping list saying must get this, must get that. I think I'm fairly well covered, but if there are any extraordinary bargains across there, I might be tempted to buy something. VK28Z portable, VK2FBI.
Yeah, okay, Bill. VK2 Hotel Zulu portable. Hold on. Put the camera back. Yeah, I haven't. I've got what I need here at the moment. With the 7100, the IC 7100, and the Yaesu FT847, which I use for satellite work, which is a full duplex HF and VHF and UHF radio. Very old, but extremely versatile, extremely good. And my trusty old FT102, which I love, and I've had for I don't know, 35 years now, something like that. Still going strong, although the relays do need to be changed. And they're quite difficult to get hold of. So, but I do need to do that, that's for sure. Okay, we'll just check if there's any further check-ins, and if not, then I think we'll close the net down. But I'll probably stay around. VK2 Hotel Zulu portable. Looking for any further check-ins to the Blue Mountains Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net. VK2 HZ portable listening. Everyone's doing much more important things, I think, on this Wednesday evening. bmarc.org is the website for the Blue Mountains Amateur Radio Club. If you'd like more information, the next meeting. My mouse is not working. As it goes to the club website. 4th of September. On the 4th of September is the next meeting. The club does foundation classes, so you might want to have a look at that. Here's the website, sort of. So bmarc.org, and also upgrade classes which are happening as we speak every Wednesday evening by Jan, VK2FEB. So get involved. Okay, Bill, you get the last word because really you're the last person. VK2 FBI, VK2 Hotel Zulu Portal.
VK2HZ Portable, VK2 FBI. Well, we could go up onto the UHF repeater and run digital modes for a few hours. That could be fun. I actually don't have any digital modes here, but I've got a couple of audio generators. I could probably feed a couple of different tones in and make them toggle or do something like that. That won't confuse me, saying, what mode is that? I haven't heard that before. Yeah, that could be fun. We'll invent a new mode, and we'll make it a sort of a digital speech binary non-return to zero format. I've just invented that. In fact, I might have it patented tomorrow. Could be an outrageous success within 6 months, and we could be rich and famous. All right, I'll let you close on that before we QSY up onto the UHF repeater and wreak havoc there. VK2HZ Portable, VK2 FBI.
VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable. There you go. I'm ready. It's taking signal from the rig for Slow Scan TV. So there you go. I'm all ready. Okay, Bill. Thank you for coming up. Thank you to everyone else for coming up, to Lewis and to Rod. And good evening to all the shortwave listeners. I know there are a few out there. And if you'd like to listen stroke see the nets, take a visit to Ustream.tv. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do at all. VK2 Hotel Zulu Portable, closing the net at 8:50 local. Taking on my own call sign, Victor Kilo 2 India Uniform Whiskey. Back to you, Bill.
VK2IUW. Just changed call signs to confuse me. I got used to the other one. Oh, look, I might flip call signs on you too and start signing as VK2 Alpha Zulu. Keep you busy for the rest of the night. Yeah, if you worked me in the RD contest, you could have got double your points because I can operate under either call sign. I presume it's based on call signs and not people. Theoretically, you could have one person with 100 call signs if they pay the fees. Not sure I'd be all that keen on that. It already cost me $100 and something a year for the two of them, but it'd be a good way of getting up points. You'd be very popular. Make contact with you, they get 100 QSOs out of it. VK2IUW, VK2 Alpha Zulu.
VK2AZ, VK2IUW. That's not a bad call for CW. Did it? Not too bad. The call I really want is VK2MM, and that call sign resides somewhere up in the mountains to somebody. VK2 Mickey Mouse. I would love that call. The person that, yeah, it's always a good call, MM. Anyway, I'm not going to say any more about that one. They've already thought of that, Bill. It's actually in the rules. You can't operate under multiple call signs, so you've had it. Somebody's obviously tried it in the past. VK2 FBI, sorry, VK2AZ, VK2AEW.